Hi, everyone. Coach Brian here for Made to Change the World podcast. And we do these about once a month. And I love them because you don't just get to hear from me, and more importantly, my guests. And they are very amazing. And today is no exception. Today, I have with me an amazing woman whose name is Bobbi Bridgewaters. She's a coach, professional mom. She does it all. And so we're going to talk today about a really important topic that I think all of you will get some great things from. But first off, I wanted Bobbi to introduce herself and say a little bit more about her and why she's here today.
Hi, my name is Bobbi Bridgewaters. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I have one son, 4 wonderful grandchildren. My son's wonderful too, but anyway, so I'm a recruiter by trade and a coach, Christian life coach as well. I love what I am doing now. Love it.
Yeah, and she's so good at it. So I want to make sure she was here today to share with you some key things. She is a ICF trained coach, Made to Change the World certified coach. So she really knows coaching and lives for God. And so what's really cool is we're going to talk some more today about success God's way. And so it's really amazing how easily we can get impacted by the world and the direction the world goes. And it's very opposite, can be very opposite of what God wants. So as we talk about this, we're going to cover what that means. But also, Bobbi, I'm just curious if you could share with everybody, why did you even get into coaching in the first place?
So I am the person that people seem to migrate to talk with. I'm a good listener and not judgmental, and just I'm that person. I'm the person that people call to vent, to talk to, just in general. So I wanted to use that in a different fashion. So I looked into coaching and got into it and loved it, helping people.
Yeah. I believe it, that people would just come to you and just share about anything. I've done that. And so I can see how many others would do that too. And it's very impactful because most people don't even have somebody to listen or to care. And literally when somebody listens and cares, you can get things out. And then through the coaching process, help people change and grow. Yeah, very good. So love that you couple that together with coaching. So again, we're focused this month on success. And so, Bobbi, when it comes to success, why is success important to you personally?
Personally, it's important because I want to be of service to the world, really. But I want to be successful in that fashion. Of course, I have some personal things that I would like to accomplish, but I want to be successful at doing things God's way. Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit more about that because there's many definitions of success. Like my parents can have a definition. My employer has a definition. My wife has a definition. Like everybody has definitions of success. What does that mean to you when we talk about success?
So to me, I started with a lot of things swirling around in my head based on my parents or based on my family, based on friends of what I thought I should be doing based on what they thought I should be doing. But when I realized if I listened to what I was supposed to be doing, it led me to Christian coaching. And that led me to being peaceful about what I'm doing and what I want to do, and no longer caring what the outside world thought of what I wanted to do, and helping others and listening that's what I want to do. I'm in school and that's fine, but here is where I feel like I make the difference. This is where my success will come.
And I don't think most people can say it doesn't matter what the rest of the world says. I know what I'm doing and it's in line with God.
Yes, I believe that. I have so much peace from that. And that is what makes the difference to me. I'm peaceful about everything that I'm doing.
You said that a couple times. 3 times you said peaceful in the last minute. And I know that there's lots of people listening saying, I wish I had peace. I wish I had peace. Like, there is no peace unless you're really in line with what God wants. Is that right?
Yes, and I don't want to say stepped away, but gotten distracted
Mm,
and realized that I was missing, something. And it was that I was missing the piece. So I have to get back in line with
Yeah.
what I'm doing, what I'm supposed to be doing for God. And the peace just automatically comes. It's really strange to feel because you can feel it,
Yeah.
the peace that comes over you when you're doing things God's way. It's just
Yeah.
makes it easier.
Do you believe you can help others do that?
I know I can help others do that. I think by interacting with me in long term, and
Yeah.
not forever, but just in the long term, people see that this really is my natural demeanor and that my peace comes from something. And I'm not shy about where it comes from. It comes from God and doing what I am doing for God. So yes, I'm sure I can help people.
Yeah. And I know you have. Yeah. What I also find is interesting is what you said was I was pleasing others and what others wanted, and you had no peace. But then you probably have to come to a place where I may not please others, but then you get peace even if you're not pleasing others. Is that right?
Yes, peace is much better than trying to please others. Pleasing others can be stressful
Yeah.
because
Mm.
you're not being yourself. So when you're doing what you're led to do, peace it just comes. So it's better. It's a better feeling. That's what I want. That's how I want to live.
That is so interesting because what goes through my mind is if I'm not pleasing these people, that's more stressful. What you're saying is trying to please everybody is more stressful, even if they don't like what you're doing or decisions, and you have peace.
Yes.
Quite an opposite perspective of what everybody lives by.
Yes. I agree. I agree.
So what are some things that are striving for, working towards personally in the areas of success God's way?
I am trying to help others. I've never served so much as I do now.
Hmm.
And with that, I feel like God is making me more successful. So
Hmm.
things are happening that I really do believe I'm being blessed by God because of the things that I do for others. I believe He's helping me with my success because I am trying my best to help others to God.
Hmm. And what were you doing before where you're spending less time helping others?
Everything everyone else wanted me to do. So
Uh-huh.
I was the yes person.
Yeah.
No, if some, and I maybe still am, but then I have my stopping point where it's like, no, this is not good for me. Or this is getting in the way of something else I need to be doing, not what someone else wants me to do. So it just helps me to stay focused.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How do you know what God wants you to do?
I listened. And then I also think He places things I always call it placing things in my lap.
Yeah.
He places people and opportunities in my way. And I'm happy for them though. They're not bad things. They are things that will help me to help Him. Well, I need help, but help me to, follow my path where I'm led to help others with God. He helps me along the way as well.
Hmm. Yeah, I think of one of my mentors. He said, I watch for the arrows. And so if you're tuned in, God gives you the arrows, but you have to tune in and you have to really want that more than anything else.
Yes.
So why do you care so much now about helping others?
So I've asked myself that question. And I think it's because it's such a good feeling. And it also gives me peace. And giving to others keeps my mind off of me. So if I'm having a problem or if I'm going through something, helping others keeps my mind off myself. And whatever it is I'm going through seems to go by the wayside while I'm trying to help someone else get through what they need to get through.
That's amazing.
That's very helpful to me.
It's amazing how God has wired us to be relational and care about others. And then he takes care of us in the process. Yeah, part of the reason that I even wrote the book LifeWise, which is part of what we're talking about, this book called LifeWise is about godly success versus worldly success. I've striven for lots of success that I felt was success or the world felt was success. And ultimately, it was very empty and brought me to the place where I was desperate. And by learning what godly success is very fulfilling. There's nothing like it, honestly. And it could be a very different definition from what the world sees. But then I'm also not in charge of the result. And it's so easy to say, I got to do this, and I'm a failure or a winner based on the result. If we're really following God, the result's in his hands. Yeah. So, Bobbi, as we finish up here, a couple quick things. Number one, we'll be doing a webinar in a couple weeks. So watch for that. And you can see Bobbi live covering more of this, as well as answering questions and things like that. But also, do you have any tips? People watching this saying, how do I get peace? How do I get to these things Bobbi's been talking about today?
So my advice is to listen and pay attention. Attention to the things that are placed in your path. Listen, be still. That's a hard thing to do. It's something I do daily now. But if I'm still, I can hear God. And I know people may not, believe that, but if you are still, you will hear God and where he may want you to go. And it gives you peace. And if you're peaceful, you can hear. I would just say, pay attention, listen, and spend some time with yourself, just listening. Be still.
Yeah, so hard, but it is the priority. If Jesus did it, we should probably do it.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Bobbi, thank you for joining me. So everybody, Bobbi will be joining me too in some emails through the week. So you'll get to learn more from her, get in the live webinar, and you even have opportunities to work directly with Bobbi and get godly success, peace, hearing God's plan, fulfillment, all these things that we hope for and never seem to get. Bobbi lives it. So thank you, Bobbi, for joining me today.
Thank you.
All right. Talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye.